as promised, here is part 2. It goes on from part 1 and continues the conversation of kind of how I'm going to approach Christmas, how I've managed to go from festive food anxiety to more festive food freedom, if I can call it that. I hope that it is useful. So in terms of my own mindset, I will be looking to, or I am going into it with a business as usual attitude, which links to like the practical habits and behaviours. So my mindset is it's business as usual throughout December. The only things that are changing are things like advent calendars, the odd bit of mulled wine. But other than that, I'm not getting stressed about it. I'm not thinking, which is very easy to do, because once you hit December, you think, yes, let's just have every bit of food that comes near me. Mince pies, chocolates, Yule logs, Stollen, and I love Stollen, so on and so forth. But it's just not the case with me this year. Instead, I am going to, I am going into Christmas next week, thinking to myself, on the day, or for Christmas Eve, Christmas Day, maybe Boxing Day, but most definitely Christmas Day, I'm going to not tell myself I can't have anything. If I want it, I'm going to have it, which is kind of the mindset that I've had for the past past year nearly. But I'm not going to overindulge. I'm going to try and get that balance of I'm not going to eat for the sake of eating because it's Christmas and because the tradition is that you just eat until your belt buckle breaks and you need to undo the top of your jeans to let your belly hang out. I'm just not going to be doing that, because that would make me feel uncomfortable. That would make me feel on edge and anxious to move, get out and do something. So I'm probably, and this is my personal opinion and what I'm going to do in terms of practical things on Christmas Day, and please do not follow my lead if you are gripped by an eating disorder and anorexia. Please get some professional advice or speak to someone. But what I'm going to do is, depending on how the day unfolds, I may or may not do a workout. It really depends on how I feel. I will probably limit it to a long walk in the morning. I might even do a bit of intermittent fasting, so I might fast. I just keep things business as usual as I do now, and I might go until early afternoon or late morning. It really depends on how the day is going to pan out, and that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to go with the flow. If I happen to not eat and there's no breakfast in the morning and things like that, not a problem for me. I will, however, be on the alcohol and the champagne. Yes. But yeah, I'm just going to enjoy the foods. I'm going to have a mince pie. I'm going to have some Christmas pudding. I'm going to have all of the trimmings when it comes to the Christmas dinner. I'm just going to leave it at that. I probably won't have seconds because, again, I don't want to feel full. I want to have Christmas pudding. I love it. So for me, the tactics are stick to some rules and some guidelines of, don't go back for seconds if you're not starving. If you feel comfortably full, leave it there and leave a little bit of room for your Christmas pudding and some chocolates and cheese and whatever later in the evening. And don't put yourself in a position where you feel like you've overdone it. And that is how I'm going to approach Christmas Day. On Christmas Day, when it comes to the run-up, again, it's business as usual. I'm not changing any of my behaviours because I want to keep things... It's the KISS principle. Keep it simple, stupid. I'm not going to change a thing. My workout routine is not going to get more intense. I'm not going to do more volume, more workout days. I'm not going to ramp up my steps or my NEAT. I'm not going to do anything like that. I'm not going to restrict. I'm just going to keep everything normal so that come the 24th and 25th, I feel like it's just one day. Instead of making a big deal out of it in my own head by having a 2-week prep period for Christmas, I'm just going to roll into it like it's any other day, like it's another family event, like it's someone's birthday, or I'm going around to my girlfriend's parents or my own parents' house for a meal, and that's it. It's not going to be a big thing for me because I want it to be Christmas. I don't want it to be dominated by feelings of guilt and anxiety over food intake. Don't have a 2-week prep leading period run into Christmas, because that way Christmas Day becomes more of a big deal than it needs to be, because it's less about family, presents, if you will, social gatherings. It's more about how are you going to deal with all of the food and all of the drink. If you go into it with the mindset of I'm going to restrict beforehand, or I'm going to change the way that I'm working out to do more, all right, you could, and it might work for you, okay? It genuinely might work for you. But on the other hand, part of me is thinking you're getting into that compensatory burn it to earn it mindset, which is what we want to get out of. We don't want to be stuck in the burn it to earn it, mentality of I've got to exercise, I've got to do X, Y, and Z before I deserve that mince pie, before I deserve to do that. Don't work out for the sake of burning extra calories. If you want to do workout on Christmas Day, if you want to do more workouts up to it because you want to, do it. Because you think it's going to make you fitter and healthier, do it. But don't do it because it's going to allow you to eat more. Also remember, this is point number 2, also remember, you absolutely cannot get fat in 1 day, even 2 days, even 3 days. It's just not possible, right? You just cannot do it. So if you do feel like you've had a bit too much, it won't have a detrimental impact on your physique, period. Okay? Point number 3 is, and this is quite combative and confrontational, but that's the point. I want it to challenge your mindset. Do you really think that eating food, being less restrictive, letting go of anxieties and inhibitions around certain foods and food groups is going to make you a bad person? That having Christmas pudding is going to make you weak? That having half a dozen Cadbury's Heroes is going to make you a failure? Absolutely not. If anything, your ability to do that and feel okay about it is a sign of strength, is a sign that you are awesome, is a sign that you are making progress, is a sign that actually you are stronger than the eating disorder, you are stronger than Anna or Mia. You are recovering, and that the eating disorder doesn't have as tight a grip on you than you thought. Finally, and this might sound contradictory to what I said earlier, but if you do feel like you need to move, and whilst I might think you don't need to, or that it's not necessary, I know that for some people the urge there is quite a burning sensation, because believe me, I had it. Go for a walk. If you really need to move and you want to get some fresh air, and you want to feel like your heart rate is increased, go for a walk in the morning, or just go for a walk every single day. Just get outside. And it goes back to my point of don't change a thing. If you're in a regular physical activity, exercise training program, don't change it. Just keep going. Keep that sense of, do you know what, I'm keeping my body ticking over, I'm absolutely fine, I'm not getting into a position where food becomes the dominant thought in my head. Just move a bit more if you have to, if that is going to appease some feelings of guilt and anxiety a bit. But other than that, I just implore you, and in fact, this will be my final point before we go, and that is, if you genuinely are struggling, the thing that helped me the most was having my family there, was the support network, was the empathy. I know that not everyone is as fortunate as I am with having an empathetic family, a family who were still confused, who were still ignorant, but they admitted that. But they were prepared to learn, and they were prepared to educate themselves and listen to what I needed to feel comfortable. So talk to your family, talk to your friends, talk to whoever you feel most comfortable to, because if you don't, it will exacerbate your anxieties and feelings of guilt and worry and concern on the day and in the run-up. The more communication that you have with your family about Christmas Day, the more likely they will find solutions to make it less stressful and to reduce your anxiety and make you more comfortable. If you don't do it, and if you don't try, then you're struggling alone, and I don't want that for you, because I've been there and it's a horrible feeling. It is lonely. Christmas Day is not about being lonely. It's about being with your family in whatever capacity. So that is the end of the video. Have a wonderful week, and remember, you are awesome. And yes, please tune in for the next video. Oh, and please like, subscribe and comment as well. That would be lovely. Bye.